But Marlin, what's going on?
Yo, what's good? How my audio sound?
You straight?
Oh man, feel good, man. Everything is rolling smooth. Everything is perfect right now.
So where you at right now, champ?
Man, I'm still in Florida right now, down here in Gibsonton, Florida, right outside of Tampa.
And you joined Tampa Boxing, right? That's where you're training at now?
No, I'm at it's signature punch boxing. So
Okay,
right here
okay.
in
That's a
Tampa
beautiful
boxing though.
gym.
Yeah,
That's a
man. So I've
beautiful
been
gym.
yeah, man. It's a lovely situation that we got going on.
So did you sign a signature or are you just training there?
No, I'm just training there, but me and Big G, we've been talking and whatnot, so we'll see what we got shaken out and what we can make going forward. So we got opportunities coming.
So what is this opportunity you got? When's this fight date? Who's showing the fight? How could we watch it?
So this one here is this Friday, out in Ontario, California, on
On
Thompson
Thompson
Boxing.
Boxing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So on Thompson Boxing, it'll be live stream on their Facebook, Instagram, and on their YouTube channel. So anybody be able to tune in for free. Um, with this opportunity right here, this is the same fight that I had scheduled before when I had to get that eye surgery when I was out in California, and that was something that threw off my plans and played a part of my inactivity moving forward in my boxing career.
What kind of eye surgery, champ? You had the Earl
It was
Spence injury?
No, not quite. No, nothing that severe. But it was something that was called holes in my retina, and they said it had nothing to
Man,
do
that shit
with my
sound worse,
vision.
bruh.
It
Detached retina
sound
or holes in your retina? What you want? That shit sound worse. Was it? Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
worse?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It said what it was for combat. Like she said, I could have went my entire life without ever getting that surgery. But she said just in the sense of combat and California being so strict, they said that it's a possibility of a torn or a detached retina. It's a higher possibility, but she said it's a full guarantee. It's a very high likelibility that it wouldn't even have happened. But they just wanted to make sure that they were covering themselves and me at the same time.
So how'd this situation come about, man? I know you'd been wanting to fight for a while now.
Yeah, man, I just been keeping in contact with them. So they hit me up about June of last year, and that's when we first got in contact about fighting Georgia Acosta in the 8 round bout. And then I just, since I was up there and they paid for, traveling and everything, the fight fell out one day before weigh-ins, and then after that it was just keeping in contact with them because I felt like the best thing I could do is keep in contact with them because they already started investing money, paying for the trip to get over there, paying for MRIs and things like that. So medical bills is already taken care of. So I just wanted to make sure that they, stayed in contact because that's the opportunity for me at the same time.
For sure. And this is an 8 round fight. This will be your first 8 rounder, but you haven't fought since your loss to Dominic Crowder. Um, yeah. Are you is this the right move to jump into a straight 8 rounder?
Yeah, man, I've been fortunate to have some very good sparring partners down here. The training camp with my new team, everything's been going smooth. It's a bit of at the same time. I just need to get back in the ring to get active and get going. At the same time, I feel like this is a decent opponent that's going to propel me going forward, and somebody who's who got the skills to keep me on my game during this. But yeah, I am coming off a 2 year layoff, but I ain't got no worries about that, man. I put in a lot of work, um, and I feel more than 100% ready and confident to go in there and perform and get back to where I need to be.
Now, I want to say Dominic is out there, right? Isn't he training in Orlando?
Not that I'm aware of. We follow each other on Instagram, but I haven't seen or checked out any of his posts or anything lately.
So who have you been able to get sparring? Because I know Signature Punch is a nice gym, but I feel like all the known fighters are either at George Camboso's gym, which is Centennials, or Evolution Boxing, which is the old gym of kid from Brooklyn that moved down there. Puerto Rican, come on. All the Puerto Ricans train down there. Jesus Christ. You serious?
Mundo boxing.
No, Evolution. But what's the kid that lost the IBF title? It's not a full title. He was with Top Rank, got cut. Josue Vargas, Berlanga, all of them trained down there in Evolution with what's the coach? Coach Nelson.
Okay, yeah.
No, nothing over there, Marlin.
No, nothing out that way. What I've been at Plant City Boxing, I've been at Aguilar's Boxing, and they bring in. So we got days where we can bring in people from different gyms that have those days of sparring. So it'll be people from different gyms that I probably don't even know of, but we just been meeting up, linking up, and gearing up and just sparring, and it's been phenomenal, man. So I got other people, I got obviously a whole new community of people of the Colombian or the Cuban boxers that I've been sparring with, and the different style of the Mexican fighters that I've been fighting with and sparring with, and so I've been feeling like I'm real prepared for this fight here.
How often is sparring taking place out there?
Depending on where we at, whatnot, we'll probably spar on our setup days, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. We do a Tuesday, maybe do a Thursday, and then probably do something else on a Saturday, maybe.
So take me back to the Dominic Crowder fight, man. What went wrong there, in your opinion?
You know what? Yeah, so that was coming off another year layoff there, which I never made any excuses for this fight. As soon as the fight was done, I said, hey, you was the better man that night. Looking back on it, man, I definitely say I knew I should have been done with that 126-pound weight division. Both of my performances when I touched 126 pounds was the lackluster performance of myself. Yeah, I'm still able to compete, but I could be losing something, whether it's fatigue or power or just something that cutting that much weight. But I was coming off a year layoff. He was very active. I think he fought in November, and we then fought at the end of January. So he was still active, but it was a decent fight, definitely good scrap, something that still propelled me going forward. But because I didn't get that victory, that's that little stab in the stomach a little bit.
What's the contracted weight for this new fight?
For this one here is 132 pounds. So I'm cool with making 130 pounds. But just due to the fact that I haven't been, active nor cutting weight, so I wanted to give myself that little buffer, 132. And once I'm all done with this weight cut, everything is going smooth. I leave out tomorrow, and then everything has been going smooth. So I'll either decide if I want to stay at 130 pounds, if I want to move up to 135. I've had fights from 126 all the way to 140 within my 9-fight career, just at the same time of having development fights and to stay active at the same time.
Now, is there any fear that you're going to the A-Sides home, the A-Sides promotion, the A-Sides network? I mean,
no, man, I prefer to be that road warrior, to be honest, because I feel like that makes me train a little bit harder. That makes me fight a little bit harder because I know how the game goes. I'm coming in, B-side, you got put in the corner where the judges know, okay, this is the away fighter and things like that. But because I believe in myself and I believe in my skills, I'm okay with that, man. I am actually looking forward to it, so I can go out there and show these people like, hey, man, I came out here and they thought that I was going to be an easy fight. I was going to be an easy picking for them. And I'm coming to fuck up his plans and put a pause to whatever he think he got going on.
So how much tape have you watched on him? Are you that type of person that actively?
Usually I don't watch a lot of tape. I'll probably watch a few rounds of one fight that he won and one fight that he lost if that person has a loss. Or I'll probably watch, just something recent just maybe a few rounds of a recent fight and then the last fight, and then I'll just let my team take over. But the other day I actually was watching his last fight, and I see what they're doing. They're preparing him good for a southpaw because his last opponent was a southpaw, and so now he's getting in there with me. And from I feel that the southpaw that he had might gave him a southpaw look, but he's not gonna have that speed, the pop, and the movement that I provide.
Now he's been active. You know, he had a fight last July, but only one fight. Do you think that helps him, or is he as inactive as you? Even though obviously you have,
I don't
you know,
I don't think
two
it's gonna I
months.
don't think it's gonna make a difference. I don't think it's gonna make a difference at all. I think what that they think there's gonna be just, oh, he hasn't fought in 2 years, he's coming off a loss. I think that this is the right time to pick this guy up, and that's where I think they're gonna make the mistake at.
What would you say that you bring to the table that is probably gonna surprise them come fight night?
I think it's gonna be more the speed and the accuracy of my punching, to be honest. I ain't gonna necessarily say like I'm dropping and knocking people out all the time, but I got some pop um, that you ain't just gonna walk through once I land these shots. And I got the speed, I got movement. Definitely been working on combination punches, so I think that right there is gonna be the thing that's gonna change my game because I've always been a fight on the back foot type of fighter, and I understand that going in somebody's backyard, the judges look at this person as he's coming forward. But even though I'm fighting backwards, I feel that I am controlling the range or fighting at my pace, vice versa to me trying to fight somebody off.
A lot of comments coming after that question about not watching tape. And, you know, everybody's like, why wouldn't you watch tape as a fighter? Why wouldn't you watch tape? Can you explain why you normally wouldn't watch tape? Is it a thing that if you watch too much tape, then you're like in your own head?
No. So like I said, I watched his full fight of his last 8 rounder. I watched the full fight a couple times actually. So maybe I think going forward at the time because I was in those developmental fights, fighting these people that I knew I was supposed to beat. It wasn't necessarily too much that I was going to get from the fight. I'll probably watch a round or two, and then, like I said, I just leave it up to my team because they're going to tell me and they're going to show me and tell me the things that I can't see while I'm in the ring. So if I see that this person is doing that in the video, and then what if they change their whole game and that's not what they fight like no more? So I don't want to get caught up spending too much time on that. I just do what I gotta do and then let my team and work on my listening skills because they're gonna tell me the things to do.
For sure. Speaking of team, I know that you switched up everything, right? New manager,
Yeah.
new trainers. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, yeah. So no management now. So I'm operating solo dolo on that part.
Give
I
me
got some people that.
details. Give me details. Why? Why? Because I feel like that manager, I remember his name, but I feel like he was moving you. He moved you
Yeah,
up
Eric.
until the
Eric.
Crowder loss.
Yeah. It was Eric Hendrickson and good dude, man. Started off and he was really able to do a lot moving forward when I first started, but we kind of split ways. It was a part of for me just a lot of inactivity. Um, and then I think I'll say it like this: once it came to me taking that first loss, I already had inactivity, but me coming to take that first loss, um, it was more of how I felt that they kind of gave up on me in a way.
Hmm.
That's how I took it. But we talked about it. That's not what it was, but that's how I felt because a lot of things wasn't shaking out. Even though they did sign up a few more fights here and there for me, and then just somebody might have had a medical issue going on, and that fight didn't materialize. So that's just part of it. But then when I decided to move down here, it's just even though he can manage even from Minnesota, but we just I felt like it was at that point where it was easier for us to just part ways until I get somebody who want to see me get in the ring and keep me active and being able to keep me active. I think that's where the downfall was, is that it wasn't enough activity for me.
So in that 2 year layoff, were you actively trying to seek fights, or were you just soaking in the layoff and trying to work on you?
No, man, I was looking for fights, man. I was looking for fights, and then just the timing of some things where it was just the timing of some things falling out. We had a few fights I think we had scheduled. Some fell out a week or two before the fight date, uh, and just different things. And then when I started planning my move down to Florida, it was just that part of outside of the ring where that was making a difference.
So I'm watching his fight from his last fight. My man looks like he hydrates well, right? What you think?
Right, right. Yeah, no, he looks good. You know, I'm the type of person I'm gonna get whoever I'm in the ring with their flowers because once I beat you, I don't want to be like, oh, well, this person was that. I supposed to. No, I
The
want you to be
best,
something good.
yeah, no, the
Yeah,
best fighter possible. Shit, I never
yeah. I
understood
want you.
that, yo. I never understood that. It's like shit. Like, for example, like Floyd, I never understood. I mean, I understood why. Obviously, actually, I don't. I never understood why
No, I
why he shit
understand
on
why people do
Canelo.
it.
Like, I
I
mean,
understand. I understand why
I
people
get
do
it
it.
from the rivalry point, but it's like,
Yeah.
yo, Floyd's best win is Canelo. Like nobody has accomplished more after he beat him than Canelo. You get what I'm saying? And he keeps
Yeah.
accomplishing shit. So it's like, shit, I want my opponent to be the baddest motherfucker out there.
That
Make me
that
look
hey, that's
best.
one thing. That's one thing I look at for Dominic Crowder. I want that boy to become a world champion. I want that boy to be everything. But still, I had that competitiveness even after they said that he won in that decision. We shook hands and talked to us. I'm like, yeah, I'm down for a rematch immediately. But that's that competitor in me because I'm like, man, I'm done with this damn weight class. First off, so and then so it wouldn't happen. But that's just a competitor. But I want to see him to continue to be undefeated and going forward and, fighting and, achieving stuff because that only states that, okay, I was able to go this fight with this dude and, he continued to go on and do great stuff. And then I continue to go on and do great stuff. So it's only going to, just, build it up.
Do you find it easier to navigate through this business for yourself, or does it add pressure and just worry that you have to be your own manager? You have to call and seek out opportunities.
No, it ain't hard at all, man. I go on BoxRec. I look at whatever promoters that's having something coming up, and I just send emails out, let them know what my weight class is, let them know what I'm willing to do and whatnot. And then if they reach out to me, that's perfectly fine. Or on all the dang on social media sites, talking to different matchmakers, they reach out to me like, hey, we got this, and then I know what I'll be kind of looking forward to getting these fights. So then I have them also looked over by, if I send something back to Eric, if he, just to get his point on it, or send it over to somebody else who's knowledgeable in the sport.
Wait,
So
so Eric is your former manager. You still sending him contracts to look over? So you guys are tight. That's cool.
yeah. No, we definitely had a friendship before, and after. Like, so if I can call him and be like, hey, man, this is what do you know about this promoter? Is this promoter, straight up, or is this promoter shaky? Things like that. So no, he's a good dude. And I could call on him today. So yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. That's definitely a
Yeah,
beautiful thing,
I didn't
man.
want to. I don't want to be one of the people who leave boxing and be bitter with everybody that I ran into through boxing. And have the business, destroy different things. So for sure.
So where do you think this a win over this in this matchup? Where does that put you? What position do you think you would be in? How does this
So the
help
last
Mr.
So the last
Sims?
time I looked at my rankings before my inactivity, so it shows nothing. I was in the top 40, and this guy here is top 16 or ranked 16 in the U.S. So I feel that me coming off this layoff and getting this victory, because that's inevitable, um, I think that is going to put me in the 20s. I believe. I think that's going to put me in the 20s. So once I'm there, I think that's where it's going to be. You know, I think my phone gonna ring a lot more. Opportunities should come, hopefully, and we just continue to train hard and prepare properly going forward.
Do you think you rushed at this opportunity? And maybe rush is the wrong word, but do you think you jumped on this opportunity because of his knockout ratio? Like, he's got one knockout. Like, he's got a 7%. I don't think I've ever seen that other than women.
Damn.
Yeah, that was I will say that was part of it. But the thing that I give him on top of that is that he's been 10 rounds before. He's been 8 rounds before. So he got stamina, he's got conditioning, and he's got that mindset that he's been those rounds. I've only been those rounds in sparring where I can go straight up, 10 or whatever rounds that we do straight up. And I
Yeah.
know it's tough
Even
sparring.
Even Paulie got a 15%.
I never seen that. I never seen that other than women.
Bro, I couldn't think of nobody else to go check than Paulie. I'm like,
Nah, and Paulie
So
got maybe. I think
that,
Paulie wrapped up his career with 7, right?
yeah, 7 total.
Shit, he had 5 for years. For
so
years.
yeah, man, that's part of it. And I feel like, at the same time it's a great step up coming right back off of another step up. Um, but we got to stay vigilant. I think the only time that he's had that loss is against somebody who has
Bro.
probably like a 80% knockout ratio. So
Mm.
he didn't stop him either. So I got to take that in consideration that, he could probably take a punch and, all of this stuff. So I'm just prepared all the way around. So that's the way I look at stuff when I see an opportunity for a fight.
Yeah, he lost to Ruben Torres, who has an 80% knockout ratio. Ruben, at the time when he fought him, I believe he was only 8-0. Let me double check. Yeah, he was only 8-0, and now Ruben is 19-1 with 16 KOs.
I got
Yeah.
I got curious because you said he was stuck at 5 for a while. So 6 and 7 came out the country.
Yeah, but in Ukraine, he
No,
stopped Sinchenko for a
but
world title.
and then there was one in Canada. Bro, his last stoppage in America was in 03.
And I get that, but for Paulie, like, he did it. Like,
No,
I don't
Paulie,
because Paulie went to the Ukraine. Golden Boy only won the purse bid 250,000, bro. He had to split that with the opponent, fly to the Ukraine and fight the fucking champion. Then he knocked him out with jabs, bust his eye. You got to watch that fight. I mean, that was probably Paulie's best performance in his life. Then after that, guys like Hatton and Kelbrook fought that dude, but Paulie beat him, undefeated world champ. But sorry, Marlon.
No, you
Obviously,
good.
that is part of this sport. Knockout power is what people want. And we got to give him the education that even Paulie, who is unexpected, got the unexpected in a whole nother country. So that means that anyone with a low percentage can still get that knockout. That being said, I know you can't give away too much of the game plan, but he seems to lean forward, man. Tell me you've been working on that uppercut, man. He
Hey,
seems to like he's heavy on that front foot, like, you know what I mean. You're the fighter, not me. But do you feel like that uppercut will be there, or is there something else that you see you can capitalize on because of his head placement?
yeah, he ain't got a lot of head movement, man. I can say whatever I want because at this point, whatever his flaws is, it's not going to change within a couple of days. So, we are prepared. I think, like I said, my speed. If you watch his last fight, the guy was, flat-footed, stayed there, kind of not even a brawling style, but he just stayed there to get hit, and even he was able to still touch Acosta. So I think with my movement and creating those angles, it's going to be the thing that's going to be different for him. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm in the tip-top shape because, like I said, I know he can go those rounds. It looked like he picked up his punch count from his previous fights that I've watched. He's even though he's Mexican, but he doesn't fight that Mexican style. He looked like he wanted to box. So um, I'm prepared either way, man. Like one of the guys that I've been sparring with more regularly, his name is Mondo out of Aguilar Boxing Gym, and he's 8-1 as a professional as well. And he's probably like a couple centimeters shorter than me, and he fights that Mexican style. So when me and him get in the ring, I'm prepared for that. So if this dude want to switch up his style and try to get that, now we got these 8-ounce gloves on. I'm still gonna touch you, and it ain't gonna be no tap tap here and there.
You seem to be a person with a lot of height and reach. Does your fight style suit your characteristics and attributes, or do you not? Because Paul Williams was tall. He didn't use his height and reach.
Yeah, I like to believe that I use my height and reach properly at times. I know some people said it before that I kind of give up that here and there, but overall I do feel like I use my height, especially when I pay attention to it and I keep them at the end of that jab and set something up. So that's also a lot more stuff that I've been working on as well, though.
And you're not signed with Thompson. This is a one-off.
Correct. This is just a one off, and my whole thing is to go in there and perform beautifully and, see what we got and see who else on their roster that might even be a potential opponent if they want to see me again. So we'll just decide and just, get this one out the way. And I just want to keep being active this year. That's my goal plan.
Do they have an option if you win? Because if you win, you beat in there, the house fighter.
Yeah, no, we didn't put any options in that. That's something that I will be looking forward going to somebody I spoke with before. And they said that's something that they always usually look forward to doing. If you go in there and beat one of their house fighters, that you get that opportunity to take over that contract or, different things that I've been hearing and different little game plans and negotiation.
And where's this fight taking place? I feel like it's right in Cali, right?
Ontario,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's in Ontario, California. I'm at the DoubleTree Hotel right out of Ontario Airport.
Yup. So anybody in Southern California, LA area, Inland
Hey,
Empire.
shout out to damn, my guy
Karma Surge.
No. Goddamn. Why am I drawing a blank? Puff Pastries, Info
Okay.
Joe.
Info
Yeah,
Joe.
Info Joe gonna be out there. I mean him
really?
chopped it up. Yeah, Info Joe
He's in
gonna
Long Beach.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
there.
yeah, it's not far. He said it's like a town or so over or whatever. But so I've been talking to Info Joe. So Info Joe, much love to you, man. Always the respect and love, and so he said he's gonna definitely be out there, and I said I appreciate that support because I'm going into territory, enemy territory. If I can hear one voice that I've heard before, or see one person, but that ain't too much of a issue for me. I'm just gonna go in there, do what I gotta do, and what I've been planning to do.
February 10th is Saturday or
Friday?
Friday?
That's this Friday.
Oh wow,
this
this
Friday.
Yeah.
How far is that for us?
Like 3 hours.
Sheesh. We're gonna
Yeah,
see, man. We might have to make the trip, Marlin. You know what I mean?
Man.
Get up in there.
It's
I
only right.
I don't think I've ever covered a Thompson boxing card live.
The good thing is that it's so Ontario's like near Rancho Cucamonga, which most of you know from next Friday. So for us,
I only know from the mansion. Even though you about to tell me now, from the look on his face, he's about to say that's not where the mansion was.
no, that's definitely not. I didn't even realize that's the mansion you was talking about. But for us, if we was to drive, it's like before you hit LA, so it's like on the outskirts.
So we don't hit the traffic?
In theory, we would not hit LA traffic.
I'm gonna put it like this. I just put the vet in the shop because I bought some new little shit to make sure dudes don't look like Ness. If it's ready, we going out there with the new little shit so dudes don't look like Ness. You feel me? We're gonna light up the streets because I added some new fog lights.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and call the shop and let them know to get that shit done ASAP.
I just dropped it off yesterday.
What's today? Tuesday though, right? So yesterday was Monday. Yeah, Marlin,
it might be ready.
It might be ready.
He said 3 days, but him and his son, we just interviewed his son, Jesse Torres, and himself. They were on the Win Show. They got the Missouri Nationals. Obviously, he's the owner, so he's not doing the work, so it still should be done. So yeah, if I could get it, I'm gonna go check you out, man. You know you my guy. Plus, for those that don't know, Marlin has been to our events. He came to Border Wars in Florida. He gave out shirts. He was a celebrity.
No, that was
judge.
Border Wars Dallas. Border Wars Dallas when we watched it. Earl Spence.
Yeah, but you was
Danny
in Florida
Garcia.
too.
Nope, I didn't make it to that one. No,
you didn't come to the Northport one.
Nope, but I will plan on being at the this Border Wars out there in Vegas on the
23rd.
So wait. So you said you was in Dallas for which one?
For the Earl Spence and Danny.
You did a Border Wars for that one?
Not that I remember, but we did a lot in Dallas. In Dallas, and he was definitely there. I thought it was Florida though.
No, it was that one. I remember meeting everybody and chopping it up with everybody. Provided shirts to the winners of Border Wars and whatnot.
That's right, man. So I got to do the same. You came through and supported, so I'm definitely going to be there. Once again, how could they tune into this fight? Because I see that Thompson.
Yeah.
I see that their last fight, the one that your opponent, that was on Seconds Out. So. Do you know what YouTube channel it'll be on?
They for sure, they for sure have it on their IG, but they also have it on their YouTube channel, Thompson Boxing Promotion. So once I get that full thing set up, I know I got their website and everything, but once I get that, everybody make sure you follow me on all social media, and that's Marlin So Icey Sims on anything, YouTube, Facebook. I'm definitely gonna be putting that information out, sending out, you know, all the updates that I can. And I definitely want everybody to tune in. You know, I don't get no residual off anything. All of it's free anyway, for the viewing of the fights, the streams. But you know, definitely want people to be aware. I haven't been, you know, active at all, so I want to come back, make a splash in the sport, and
What
you
time is
know,
it on
get back.
Friday?
Cars start 8 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Pacific, so it's gonna be
Oh, wow.
definitely an adjustment
I'ma
in a
make
way
it,
for
man.
myself. Yeah, it's gonna be an adjustment for myself because what is I'm on
That's
Eastern time,
11.
so technically 11 o'clock when it starts here, and we the
Yes.
main event. So you know, ain't no telling what time we gonna actually
Oh
step
When
shit.
into
do
the
you
ring.
get in town, though, Marlon? Shit, you had to get
I come in
acclimated.
tomorrow morning. I'm gonna come
Okay.
in tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, I get there. I think what 10 a.m. or something like that.
So you going straight to Ontario, I'm assuming.
Yeah, going straight there.
You're flying into Ontario?
No, we flying into LAX, and then
Oh,
we got a
okay.
drive. They got a driver set up for me, so then they come pick me up and
I was
transfer me
just
everywhere I
I
need
was
to
just
go.
Oh, they
asking.
treating you good over there. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
beat
man.
this
Like I
fool.
said, they did it very well. Even last time we was there, you know, he took us, brought me all my medicals and everything. The best thing now is that I got less medicals to do. My eye work is already done. I submitted all of that stuff. My blood work is done here. Um, my all of the main stuff, the MRIs, all that's already done from the last time I went there. So now I just got to do whatever smaller steps. So I get more time to relax, make sure that I am where I am to be on weight, and then got to be, you know, trying to do medicals and make weight at the same time. And it's a beautiful situation that I got. Everything is aligned and perfect.
Well, I can't let you go. This is in and around your division. What do you think? Do Ryan and Tank actually get this fight to the public? Like, do we get to see it this year, man? We've had so many headlines about, potential Allegiant stadiums and this being a super fight, man. Are we going to get it?
Yeah, I believe so. I do believe, I do believe that we will get this fight. More than any other. I do believe that, yes.
All right. Well, Marlon, let them know where they can find you on social media, and once again, how they can purchase tickets and or watch the fight.
Yeah, so follow me on all social media. That's Marlin So Icey. That's SOICEY Sims SIMS, and you can purchase the fight, or if you coming into town, if you in the Ontario area, go to Thompson Boxing. It's going to be at the Ontario Airport at the DoubleTree. And then just continue to follow me on this journey. I've been I'm local in the channel. I'm local, all around through the YouTube networks. So I want to definitely you know be more active again and just give everybody something to watch and just grow within this sport. And that's pretty much it, man. And I'm just grinding, man. I'm excited. I got a lot of energy inside. I'm trying to hold it back, but I got a lot of energy inside because I know where I was and where I'm at now, and the whole new opportunities and situations that put me in a position of where I can continue to do what I love to do.
All right, Chant. Well, we do appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming in. Get this win, Chant. And
Yes, sir.
we
You
want to
know
get
it.
you right back on, man. We want you in the
Yeah,
mix.
yeah. I'm gonna do my victory lap. I'm gonna pop up probably. So I'm getting the win, and then probably pop
Yo,
up for
get
Border
that
Wars.
win. Get that win.
Yeah,
So if you in town for Border Wars, we could get you on the show.
For sure.
you already know. I'm already planning it out, man. It's inevitable. They done fucked up. Uh, and it's a wrap on that part. So we gonna do what we gotta do, and I just want everybody to tune in. So you hear me talking about how I'm talking now, that you gonna see the performance and be like, damn, he did it, coming off a layoff, not taking an easy fight, and that's really where I'm at with it.
All right, champ. Well, hopefully we'll see you Friday.
Yes, sir. Good luck, man.
I appreciate it, man. Much
All
love.
right. Later. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Marlin, So Icey, Sims. Let me get to
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000,000. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.